Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Monkey in the Morning. I am your host, the Ranting Monkey, and I hope you're having a wonderful Friday wherever you are. It is Friday, guys. Last day of the work week for those of you who work banker's hours or just Monday through Friday. I always hated you when I was a worker because I never had those hours, and damn it. Oh, Jack's already here. Say hi to Jack. How you doing, Jack?
Good. How you doing?
Oh man, I did something stupid. that I do a lot. I was going to play a video game earlier, right?
Okay.
I was going to go stream, but I got distracted by YouTube. There was a video. It was an early performance of Eddie Murphy on Johnny Carson. And so I started watching a bunch of old TV, most old Carson, actually. And it always takes me to a weird place, man. It takes me to a weird, nostalgic place. I miss the days of Carson. Carson was great and had great guests on. And if you go back, you get to see all of the greats with Johnny. And it just fucks with my brain, and I don't know why. But I do it a lot, and I got to stop doing that, man.
Yeah, it happens. I get distracted all the time. You said you were doing something dumb. I was like, oh, if it's anything like the dumb shit I usually end up doing.
No, not.
Nah, that was minor.
No, but it I get nostalgic for things I know that's never going to happen again. You know?
Yeah. This is what it's like being our parents, I think.
I think so, man. Did you watch a lot of Johnny growing up?
No, my dad didn't like him. We watched him occasionally, but
I used to.
Oh, sorry.
It was well before my bedtime, so I wasn't supposed to.
Yeah.
But I'd sneak in, I'd sneak into the living room and behind the couch and watch while mom and dad were watching. Or once we got a TV in our room, good job. That was smart, mom and dad. I would sometimes turn it on, but I cut you off there. I'm sorry. You said your dad didn't like it?
Yeah, we got to watch Leno a little bit because by then I was older.
Okay.
But I've always been an insomniac, so when I was in high school, I was usually up really late, and by then I had really no interest in the late night shows because my parents didn't really watch them.
Oh, man. I was, especially Johnny. He was just such a great host. I was actually watching this going, I should not do a show tonight, man. I'm like, I'm in the shadow of greats.
It's all perspective, though. I mean,
indeed, sure.
There were only like 4 channels back then, so what we considered great was really just more on limited options.
Yeah, but if you go back,
might be memorable 20 years from now to some people.
It's amazing to go back and watch because Johnny holds up very well, and except his suits, man. Jesus Christ, Johnny, what were you thinking? I was watching some with Richard Pryor as well. I watched a couple with Eddie and then a bunch with Richard Pryor, including the one right after Richard Pryor's accident. Is it really an accident when you set yourself on fire?
I don't know.
I don't think he didn't do it on purpose. So, but there was one, I think it was from 79 where Johnny is wearing a black and white checkered suit jacket. It is god awful.
That was kind of the 70s, though.
I know, but
the clothes were terrible. It was probably polyester too.
Johnny was probably silk, man. That man was made of money by that time. No, but even for the lighting guys, somebody had to go, Johnny, you can't wear that. You're going to blind people at home.
Oh, shit. Well, a lot of celebrities, when they reach that level of status, nobody tells them no. Because they've got so much clout. If you do that, you're fired.
But yeah, go ahead and tell me no, and I'll tell you where you're working next week.
Yeah.
Or at least where you're not working. No, but there was an interesting thing I wanted to bring up about this. It wasn't just the nostalgia part. Guys, if you've never seen Carson or you haven't seen him in a long time, I do recommend go watch old Carson clips with any celebrity that you like from back in the day, of course. The one with Richard Pryor on, he had Betty Davis on, for fuck's sake. Betty Davis, Richard Pryor, and Johnny Carson.
Wow.
There are people born today who don't know any of those names. But it was which was the one? It was a 1979 one where Richard Pryor is talking about a movie he had done. It was a Neil Simon movie. I forget the name of it, but it was him and Bill Cosby were in it. And they had a in their scene, whatever it was. And again, I've never seen the movie, but I'll get to where it's interesting here in just a second. They were in a small scene, or there was this one important scene where all that they do, him and Bill, is slapstick comedy. And some reviewers had a problem with this. They had a problem with it because the black people in the movie were reduced to slapstick. I was like, oh, wow. That's shades of today. Like, holy shit. I think that's the birth of the SJW movement right there.
Was that California Suite?
Yes, that's what it was. But yeah, they apparently they had a slapstick, and Richard's up there like, these white reviewers have a problem with us doing something we had a great time doing. And it's like, oh my God, that's the birth of the SJW movement right fucking there.
Right? And I hate that. Like, if people are having fun and they want to do the scene, who fucking cares?
Yeah, right?
Stop trying to make it racial when it's not. It's so dumb.
Becca says, I don't remember much from Carson. I watched a lot of Leno with my dad, though. Becca, you're making me feel old, sweetie. You make me feel. No, I loved Carson, man. When his last show, that was hard to watch. I've actually gone back and watched it again. His goodbye is fucking amazing.
Yeah, I remember that. Somebody I know taped it, and I got to borrow the VHS tape.
Oh, he was a classy dude, man. Now, behind the scenes, there was like some struggles and shit, of course. Carson was a gatekeeper. That's well known. If you got on Carson, man, you made it. He made more comedians than you guys would believe.
Yeah, but if he didn't like you, your career wasn't going anywhere.
You weren't going nowhere. No, but he was great, man. But I did that birth of the SJW movement there. I was like, oh my God. I also there were some interesting things to see, like Richard Pryor got bleeped for saying Jesus Christ.
Oh, I remember that.
Right, yeah. Eddie Murphy was it actually might have been because I did watch 2 Letterman clips with Eddie Murphy too. I'm huge fans of both of these guys, so I was watching all of it. One of them was right after Trading Places came out.
Yeah.
One of them was right after Golden Child. Actually, Golden Child was premiering that night. And I'm watching. I'm like, oh my God, I am so fucking old, dude.
Right. I still love that scene where they're like, try it again. You know, he has to spin the thing and he's rapping with it. I want the knife.
I want the knife.
That scene just, I don't know why that has stuck with me for more than 20 years. Probably 30 at this point. But
Golden Child is another one of those 80s movies that was dumb as shit, but I fucking loved it.
Yeah, it was fun.
Very, very underrated Eddie Murphy movie.
I'm going to put that on my Amazon wish list right now.
There you go. Fucking
I haven't thought about that movie in a
while. I want the knife. Yeah, God, man. And then when he does it, say, I want the knife.
Yeah.
Please. Yeah, it was great. Lots going on in the world today, Jack.
There always is, man. I slept through most of this day because when we got off the air, I did some research for my new book, and then I had to go to the dump.
Oh, yeah.
So I'd load up the truck. Yeah, it was just a day full of boring adult shit. And then by the time I went to bed, I was exhausted. So that was like 2 p.m. And I got up like an hour and a half ago.
Well, don't forget, guys, if you enjoy what we do here, consider donating to me and Jack. Jack's Streamlabs link is below. He'll throw it in the chat here in a moment. Do you have a link to your books where people can buy those?
Oh yeah.
You should throw that in there too.
Okay.
The one that I enjoyed the most today was the Israel squad argument.
Oh, that was so dumb.
Well, I think there's a part of it that's not getting enough news attention. Rashida Tlaib and Ilhan Omar were told they're not allowed in Israel. And I don't mean to laugh. I do want to say I do think the president getting involved in this, our president, was stupid. He should have just kept his fucking mouth shut.
Yeah.
That's not very presidential, Mr. President. But we're talking about Donald Trump, so.
Yeah, but how much sway did that actually have with the Israelis?
I doubt it had much at all.
Especially after what Rashid Tlaib has said about them and Ilhan Omar.
Well, it is funny because if you go back to the one that got Ilhan Omar in so much trouble, it was the suggestion that the Jews controlled Trump, not the other way around. If y'all remember the all about the Benjamins tweet, that's what she was suggesting, is that the Republican Party is controlled by Israeli money. But this time, apparently, Trump did it, if you listen to what Omar's whining about. But these are two women who are advocating boycotting Israel, whining that they're not allowed in. I feel like that should get a lot more attention.
Yeah, but they're not going to do that because the media is friendly to them.
Friendly? I feel like that's an understatement.
Well, it's sort of like if the media could have a one-night stand with them, they would, and they'd be selling their story to themselves. Like, yeah. Oh my god, you won't believe. They fangirl, like, oh my god, the squad is in sync.
Two fucking morons who are actively advocating boycotting Israel, mad that they're not allowed to go.
Oh, it's shocking, isn't it?
That would be like somebody boycotting Chick-fil-A, mad that they won't sell them a sandwich.
Well, some people in the Middle East did something, and now they can't go. That's
right.
That's the way I'm looking at it.
Oh God.
Sorry, chat. I'm not paying as close attention to you as I should be. I've got a ton of tabs open here.
There's a lot of people in chat who don't know what the Golden Child is. And Ramen asks, would you say it's as funny as Pluto Nash or Flubber Eddie Murphy? Okay, time out. 80s Eddie Murphy is not the same as 90s and beyond Eddie Murphy. He actually did funny movies in the 80s and funny stand-up in the 80s. And then he got kids and chilled out, and now he's not funny at all. But yeah, and go back to Eddie Murphy. Now, the only one, what was that one? Best Defense that he did with Dudley Moore? I think is the name of that one.
I think so. That sounds right.
Stay away from that one. That was a garbage movie.
Yeah.
But
he had some real stinkers there, but a lot of those I think were because he got busted with the transsexual hooker.
Yeah, that was in that came about in the 90s.
Yeah, I think that really hurt his career quite a bit.
Well, he also stopped actively doing stand-up.
Yeah.
And yeah, he just kind of disappeared, except for a whole lot of really bad movies. He's done a lot of really bad ones. But yeah, go back to the 80s, man. Watch the original 48 Hours, Trading Places, Beverly Hills Cop 1 and 2. Don't watch 3. That came out later. Got to remember that. Same thing with Another 48 Hours. Another 48 Hours was one of those movies that it didn't need to be made. It was basically a remake of the original. They were like, we can cash in on this.
Yeah, that was a really terrible movie.
It wasn't very good at all. But his 80s movies were pretty good, man. Especially Trading Places. Trading Places is a classic. If you've never seen that, you've got to see it. It's awesome. And yeah, of course, The Golden Child, the one we've been talking about. It's not his most popular 80s movie, but it's still great. Good morning, Nuts, and she's shilling for us now, Jack. Thank you so much, Nuts. That's sweet of you.
Thanks as always, Nuts. You're the best. Yeah, like the Golden Child and Trading Places are kind of must-sees for his films, in my opinion. Coming to America was pretty good. It's entertaining. Yeah. It's not a classic or anything. Not like Trading Places. That was a classic.
Coming to America was good. I liked Harlem Nights. Harlem Nights was it wasn't as big of a film. Definitely not one of his best sellers. And if he would have just left Arsenio Hall out of it, it would have been a great movie. Arsenio brings that movie down so much.
He brings everything down. He's a terrible actor.
He's not an actor. That's the problem.
Well, I never found him funny, so I can't call him a comedian.
Yeah, I didn't either. He wasn't funny, and I used to watch his show. But you watched his show for who was on it, not for him when he'd roll around on the ground being an idiot.
I always thought he was kind of downsy.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't stand him. I couldn't stand to watch him because I never thought he was funny. And he would laugh at his own jokes, which, I'm sorry, it came off as like kind of forced and trite with him.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm so funny. No, you're not. You're just kind of okay.
He's one of those people that thinks being funny is just exaggerating everything.
Yeah.
And that can be funny, but not all the time.
And he wasn't good at it.
No.
Now, did you ever see Bowfinger with Steve Martin and Eddie Murphy?
No, I didn't. I know what you're talking about, but I never watched it.
I enjoyed that movie. It's a guilty pleasure because it's so stupid. It's funny. Now, the premise is that Eddie Murphy is playing an actor, but I think he ends up getting killed halfway through a film. So they find this guy that looks just like him, but is a total nerd, and he's really awkward. So they have to like try and get him to film the remaining scenes, something like that. It was a fun movie. It was goofy, silly, but I would definitely recommend it. You should be able to find it pretty cheap.
Star says, now y'all notice me, or now you notice me. Apparently, were you already here? I'm sorry, sweetheart. You know I don't watch chat that strictly all the time. I try to. What happened? What happened to Steve Martin? I don't know. I haven't heard Steve's name in a long time. Man, another great comedian. God, The Jerk, if you've never seen it, has some of the best lines in movie history, especially the opening of The Jerk. I was born. I'm not even going to ruin it for you. Go watch The Jerk. It's great.
That's a movie you couldn't make today.
No, they're definitely not. I got to share something with you, Jack. It's going to make you sad.
Most things do lately.
I don't mean to make you sad. But can I make that picture bigger? Yes, I can. Hang on, let me make this bigger so we get it in all of its glory. You see this chick, Jack?
Yeah.
Don't get too attached. If you used an Android device, she won't date you.
What?
It's a story from the living section of the New York Post.
Was she one of those iPhone snobs?
Sorry, Android users. These iPhone snobs won't date you.
Oh, I hate those people so much. And we should call them Andrew Androids because your little gaff there sounded really funny. So Andrew Androids.
Andrew Androids. There we go. While Android phones have a larger market share than iPhones, millennials feel a stronger emotional attachment to Apple products than any other brand, according to a 2018 analysis by the market agency MBLM. The girl in the picture, her name is, what's her name? Katie McDonough. McDonough, who's, oh, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Hold on. You pronounced that wrong. It's Katie McDonough?
McDonough. Who's 23, says she finds texting with Android users limiting for very specific reasons. She just said limiting, right? She likes when she likes seeing 3 dots that show when iPhone users are typing.
What?
That doesn't limit anything other than maybe stalking.
Yeah, I'm with Far on this one. She just said, "Bitch has no right to be so choosy." Hey,
Yeah, you see her?
look, 6. You have no right to say that because you're on iPhone, you're somehow better than everybody. You're still a 6. Okay, sorry. Get
That
bigger
chick ain't even a
boots.
6, man. Did you look at her?
Not really. I looked and then my
Oh,
brain kind of scrambled whatever was
no.
there.
You need to look again.
I don't want to.
No, because you called that a 6. Look closely. That ain't
Oh no. Okay.
even. That's a drunk 6, maybe.
Yeah. Oh man, her boobs look weird.
Check out her tattoos, man.
Those are garbage.
They were drawn by a little kid.
Yeah, did you get those in prison? Like,
Oh my god.
yeah, okay, she's more of a 4.
There you go. There you
That's
go.
that's even kind of generous.
Yeah. She likes the receipt confirming that a message has been delivered and the ability to react to messages with a ha or a heart.
Wait, did you say she's 23?
She's 23.
Oh, Far said that in chat, and yeah, that's a rough looking 23.
That's a 23 that's been out on the street for a while, earning money the hard way. Those tattoos, man, those are what really kill me. Because, she could put on some makeup, probably brush her hair and get herself up to a decent 5, maybe a low 6. But them tattoos, man.
Those tattoos and weird boobs, man, that's killer.
Those are just sad. You know me, I'm not a tattoo guy, but I don't usually judge people's tattoo, or even I'll see tattoo. That's really cool, even if I'd never have it on my body. The one looks like a piece of pizza with tassels coming off of it.
I thought that's what it was a slice of pizza.
I don't even know what the fuck it is.
I don't think she knows either. She's just like, give me a tattoo because it's cool.
She's got a pair of wire cutters on there.
That's to fight the patriarchy, no doubt.
Oh my god, they're just so bad.
I'm sorry, but what is wrong with millennials? Like, is there some lead in the water, or was there an experiment I don't know about that has made these people this insane?
Yes, and it's called modern parenting.
Something, man, because beat your kids if they're like this, even if they're 23 and weird looking.
Yeah, there's no excuse for that. No, we have a problem in society, Jack. You know what? I want to read you another tweet. Let me find that one because dear fuck, y'all know what's wrong with him? Things like this. Where is he? Where you at, you weird motherfucker? Here he is. There's a guy. His name's Ryan, and he's talking about hate speech. Listen to this. I never said I was better. I do want to be better, but not in the way people think. I don't want to accept any type of hate speech. I refuse to. It goes against everything I was taught in life. No one is willing to do the dirty work and rid them of their toxic life. He's actually talking about killing people for what he terms hate speech. But did you hear that? Did you hear that one part there? That one part. It goes against everything I was taught in life.
Well, life taught you a lot of wrong lessons then.
Not just his teachers, society, Tumblr, all. Look, anti-speech or anything anti-free speech goes against everything I believe in, everything that I've been taught in life. That's what I was taught. Free speech, the ability to speak. This asshole, he's been taught that there's bad words that people deserve to die over.
Oh, you remember what they used to call that? What was the word? Witchcraft.
Witchcraft, yes.
Words of power. Oh, if you say that, we have to kill you because you're summoning the devil.
Blondie says they're talking about hate speech on the internet at my kid's school. I'm hella skeptical. I would ask to go listen because I guarantee you what they're going to be talking about is fucking weird.
Yeah, it's going to be something crazy. You'll walk in there and be like, excuse me, what?
Ramen says, I won't disavow being a millennial. I accept both the good and bad. What's the good part? And I'm not being facetious there. I'm serious. I'm I'm having trouble putting my finger on the good part of millennials. That sounds wrong, doesn't it? They just won't hold still to let me touch it. Don't worry, they're all 18 plus now. God damn. I'm not trying to be mean there, but what I know of millennials is lazy, disloyal, except for apparently the iPhone, stupid, indoctrinated morons.
And angry about weird shit. That's what gets me. Like, the normal millennials get a really bad rap.
Where are they? Who are they?
I don't know. Apparently, according to Bert and Ernie, millennials do some really good porn. I will agree with that. There is some good millennial porn.
I'll take your word for that. I don't watch porn. For the record, Jack, it took me like 2 months to figure out Bert and Ernie's name, and it was only because somebody finally told me.
Yeah, I see it. I know it mentally every time, but then I look at it, I'm like, Bertan.
Yeah, I just call him Bert. But yeah, it took me a long time to get that. Check Your Logic says there in chat. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. I don't know this. I look at that chick with the tattoos, and look, if you want to be loyal to a brand, that's fine. I don't care. But this one chick in that article, she actually talks about how she broke up with a guy because they both had iPhones, but he got an Android, and it became very difficult to communicate with him. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I don't believe that at all.
Me and my wife text all the time. She has an iPhone. I have an Android. It's amazing. We communicate just fine. And you know what else helps, Jack? Sometimes I talk to her.
What? Using words?
Yeah. Like, in person. I can see her face.
In person?
Yeah.
What?
I know. We interface.
This is why I don't answer my phone most of the time. I don't like using phones.
Oh, wait. Blondie says, I got an email. They said I could listen to the lessons, but I have to give them my information through Google. It includes my name and profile. We'll be going through my husband's. I would tell them I don't use Google and ask them how you get around that. Because it's none of their fucking business what you do on Google.
Yeah.
Becca says, millennial right here. Some of us are good. I can say I voted for Cruz instead of Beto. So I've got that going for me, I think. Yeah, look, I'm not a huge Cruz fan. He goes a little too, what's the word I'm looking for? Fundamentalist on me. But yeah, if my choices were Cruz or Dirt Eater, I'd go with Cruz.
I don't think I trust a grown man that eats dirt.
Magic dirt.
Yeah, Jack. Magic dirt, whatever. That's even worse, actually. Like, because if he was just like starving in the desert, I thought maybe there would be a worm or something. Fine, but if he's like, yeah, I went to this retreat where I found some magic dirt, I'd be like, yeah, get away from me, weirdo.
The fucker actually told people this. It would be different if, people found out about it and he's like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. But no, I went out and I ate magic restorative dirt.
Restorative dirt. What are you made of Adobe bricks?
Oh God.
It's so weird.
And like I said, Marianne Williamson, she gets a lot of shit, deservedly so, for her crystals. Beto ate magic dirt.
Yeah, at least like waving a crystal around is not going to hurt you. When you eat dirt, you can get sick.
Oh, Hammer's in chat. Hammer, how you doing, my friend? How you been?
Hey, Hammer.
As always, Hammer, you let me know if you want on. I will drag you on, man. But I hope you're feeling well. I really do. Ramen says, I'm a millennial and okay. All the stuff that people say about I'm okay. Wait, and okay. I'm all the stuff that people say about my generation. Can't disprove a negative by working nights, paying rent, and catching the bus. Oh, don't get all bent out of shape. Because look.
It's a broad generalization. We're not talking about every single millennial, not all.
Let me.
We've already said that some millennials are good, normal people.
And you know what? They always forget this. Our generation is so lazy. Nobody even cares about us. They don't even care about our generation. That's how fucking lazy we were. Nobody cares.
We haven't done anything. I mean, the boomers are the one fucking everything up. We haven't had a chance to because we're so fucking lazy.
Well, yeah, it's not that we didn't have a chance to. I mean, we should be in the power years right now. Yeah, and we're like, fuck it. Later. I'm playing video game. Fuck it.
After Call of Duty.
That's right. Yeah, and we are Gen X. Thank you, Gen X, man. Oof. I hated our generation, man. I really did. Fucking hated them.
Yeah, I used to think our generation was ill-informed, and then somebody came along and said, "Hold my beer."
Yeah, no, our generation is the one that, and I've mentioned this before. This is my biggest problem with our generation is that we are the ones who embraced grunge.
Yes,
and I know a whole bunch of people who stopped bathing because of the music they listened to.
Oh, it was so smelly, so smelly.
That greasy fucking hair. Oh my god.
I went to a Soundgarden concert once, and it was like bathing in a slime trail.
Oh.
It was just like, you're all hot and sweaty, and there's a bunch of guys with long hair, and the grease is just dripping on
dripping.
Yeah, and the smell. Oh.
And we're not talking that they had product in their hair and just used too much of it. No. It was actual just grease dripping from their nasty fucking heads.
Yeah.
Like, go wash, you dirty bitch. At least hippies, they did it the free love and getting in touch with the earth. You were just dirty motherfuckers who decided to stop bathing because you like grunge music. You fucking morons. Hi, Polly.
Hey, Polly.
Hello.
How are you, sir?
Oh, I'm doing all right.
Just whining about my generation, that's all.
Yeah, I got problems with your generation.
So do I. What are your problems with them?
Well,
did we lose Polly?
I don't know. He started to talk and then just didn't go anywhere. Did he do that on purpose? Are you fucking with us, Polly? That's probably his mic.
Polly, you cut out right after where I asked you what your problems were. You said, well, and that was it. So, but yeah, man, our generation, lazy as fuck, man. Jesus Christ, they were lazy and stupid. Dude, I walked home. Oh my God. We grew up in the generation, guys. They were starting to really push. I have two Pollys now. Polly? Are you there?
My big problem with your generation is you can't make reliable software.
There's that.
Welcome back, sir.
We'll get around to it eventually.
I'm not sure what happened there. It just said something went wrong. Do you want to reload? I'm like, yeah, okay, sure. Right.
Oh, yeah. Occasionally, this thing kicks errors, and they don't explain very well why. So
secret.
Apparently, another problem I have with your generation is you only respond to each other's DMs reliably. Jack, you motherfucker.
What?
I'll tell you what, Monkey. Next time I want to get a hold of Jack, I'm going to DM you, and then you can DM him, and then he'll actually respond.
No. Time out. The only response I get from Jack is I'm actually accepting invites to this show.
No, it's twice in the past week I've DM'd him to get no response to find out he came on Monkey in the Morning later. And it's like, God damn it, Jack.
Well, it depends when you DM me. I sleep weird hours.
My point is you have to open your DMs to see that Monkey DM'd you the link, as I do. So I know you saw it. Come on, man. Jesus.
Just because I saw somebody message me doesn't mean I read it.
Well, I can sympathize with that. There may or may not be some unread DMs sitting in my.
Oh, you messaged my bad comic reviews one. I rarely ever check that. I only check it around 2 to see if Monkey's going live.
Yeah, I really should change.
And it was at 7 p.m. I was asleep.
As you do. Okay. That was at 7 p.m. Why did you think I'd be awake?
Fuck. Hang on. You guys talk. I gotta take a medicine.
Actually.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I can only get so mad because I slept right through the Minions second anniversary stream, which was tonight, which you guys should go check out. I've got it open in a separate tab here. I was listening to it after I woke up.
I got to go by for just a little bit. I'd forgot it was coming on. And I did a game stream, and I'd woke up so late that my game stream kind of went through most of that. But I caught a little bit before Lady Monkey got off work.
Yeah, I woke up to a message in my Discord from Inquisitors saying, "Come on, man, aren't you coming on?" And I'm like, "Coming on what? What are you talking about?" And I went and looked. I'm like, "Oh, I feel bad. I should have been there for that. That really sucks."
Becca's given the time for millennials where they were born. It varies depending on what source you're reading. I tend to go with the ones that were it stops at the millennium, at the changeover. So
the millennials generation stops at 2000 for birth year.
That's the latest one I've ever heard, and that's the one I go with.
Holy fuck! This is the longest generation Earth has ever produced.
Well, all of the generations, it depends on what source you look at for what is counted as what.
Damn right. Doesn't mean very much, honestly.
It doesn't, no. Societal change. But anyway, I was about to tell a story about how dumb our generation was. I was walking behind these girls. Actually, it was one guy and 4 girls. They're walking, and they're in front of me, and our generation is one where they really started pushing sex ed. And I know that in our school, all of them had sex ed. And I hear this one girl tell one of the others, "It's okay to have sex. You'll only get AIDS if you do it in the butt." I was like, oh my God. That girl's going to end up pregnant.
That girl's dead of AIDS. What are you talking about?
Only get AIDS if you do it in the butt.
Well, okay. You remember, there's always stupid teenagers, you know what I mean? Both genders. And remember, I find it funny now, but not for reasons. The first time I saw it, that it was funny. Remember Eddie Murphy, Delirious? Remember his jokes about AIDS?
Oh, yeah.
Where women shouldn't have gay friends because they go to the gay club with them and then they kiss them goodnight and they come home with that AIDS on their lips.
Get their AIDS on their lips, yeah.
God damn, Eddie.
Well, that was back at the time. I mean, Delirious came out, what, 82, 83?
Yeah, okay. I'll go with that. Sounds about right.
This conversation took place 90. God, how was it? They were about 15. So about 95, or not 95, 90, 91. And we'd been through sex ed. So even if you should have, and nobody in the group corrected them. I was like, oh my God, you're all dumb. You're all dumb.
Yeah, they don't do butt stuff either. So
apparently not.
You're cut from the team.
You just ruined a whole bunch of butt stuff for people and gave everybody AIDS. Good job, lady.
Now, that reminds me of something interesting that happened that I would like to share with the class.
Oh, please.
So I was at Walmart earlier today on my way back from the dump. And I had to pick up some hydrocortisone because I have some poison ivy. And there were 2 other people talking to a worker at Walmart. And I was like, oh, they look like normal Walmart shoppers, disgusting and fat.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, they're in my way, though. I have to wait for these tubs of lard to move. So I'm like, excuse me, you mind if I... And they're just ignoring me. So I start eavesdropping on their conversation. And the lady that's helping them has this really kind of baffled look on her face. She's obviously been dealing with them for a few minutes. And then he says, well, the truth is we really need some cream that makes the rash go away. And she's like, well, what kind of rash is it? And he said, well, it's on my nuts.
Oh, dear God.
And she said, what kind of rash is it? And he's like, well, I thought it was jock itch, but I think it might be like poison oak or poison ivy. And I was like, oh, Jesus Christ.
What kind of answer was she looking for? Well, it's got red lesions with raised pustules. Like, I don't...
Well, did I ever tell you the grossest thing that happened to me at Walmart?
No.
I told you the shit story. This is worse than that. A lady came in. She needed to get some medicine that her doctor told her she needed for crotch problem. And it had to have she was looking for a specific ingredient.
Oh no.
And so yeah, we went through everything in the female crotch itch section, right?
Which is surprisingly large.
It is. None of them had the ingredient she needed.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't know what to tell you. This is all we have. Maybe a drugstore would have it, you know? And so I go back to my work and didn't think anything else of it until about 2 minutes later. She comes back over to me. She goes, I found it. And she holds up this box that is for foot fungal care.
That's some freaky shit there.
I almost vomited. I'm like, oh my God. She had fungal cunt, y'all.
Yeah. Well, see, that's where this one took a turn for the weird, because they went on to explain that he had poison ivy all up the shaft of his penis.
Oh no.
And he had given it to her.
Oh.
They had sex. And he said, I thought it would help with the itching if we had sex.
What?
Yeah. So yeah, she had poison ivy all over her vagina from what she volunteered. I didn't know whether to laugh or puke, but that poor girl that they were talking to, like, she did the like gag reflex thing.
What is wrong with your vagina that you think it would help with an itch?
Well, he's like, it was itchy, and I thought, well, sex always feels good. They went into way elaborate detail that I don't particularly want to think about, because these were the stereotypical Walmart shoppers. I mean, he was probably 350 pounds, and she was working on it. So oh my God,
these people. Holy Reaper said I come back to epic and ranting monkey quote, fungal cunt. I'm sorry. We used to do this thing where we'd go try to find the grossest things in Walmart, and one of the grossest things you can find in Walmart is the fungal treatment for toes and stuff, because they actually have pictures of.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking disgusting.
And she's showing me that this is what's wrong with my twat. Like, oh my, go. You have it. Just leave my store, and we're gonna sanitize everything you touched. You dirty, dirty bitch.
Right?
How do you get fungus?
All right. You could get something like that camping or something. That sort of thing happens, but it's at least they're getting something to treat it. So I'll give them credit for that, but more often than not, you look at someone like that and you're like, yeah, you're dirty.
Some doctor had to look at fungal cunt.
Yeah, and I feel bad for that guy because his career, I mean, that's in his memoirs,
I hope he was the dude that was like, I'm going to become a gynecologist so I can look at pussy.
I went and sat down in a dermatologist's office one time. That was like, it was like a circus sideshow in there in the waiting room. It was just like the cancers and pus leaking and bandages over like backs of necks, huge goiters, humps. Like, it was just Jesus.
I would ask for like a seat liner to sit in one of those offices. Oh God, no, man. That was the most disgusting thing. I've been through a lot at Walmart, but fungal cunt, she was the worst.
That's
the worst part
disgusting.
She was like she looked like a school marm. So you didn't expect that.
School marm?
No, just kind of maybe a couple years past sexy. She wasn't ugly or anything, but Jesus. You can get a fungal infection just from taking cortisone. Look, stop trying to make excuses for that nasty bitch. She had fungus in her pussy, and I know about it, and I've been traumatized ever since I found out that was a thing. Anyway.
Yeah, what if you were dating that chick and she's like, "Oh yeah, I got some fungus on my vagina." I mean, be like, "Okay, I need to go sterilize my penis now."
Or stick your itchy one in there. Maybe the bumps will help. With your chick, I'm just thinking, does she have like a really sandy crotch?
I don't know. I don't know how that works. I've never thought, "Hey, my penis itches. I'm gonna stick it in a vagina," because that's weird.
Well,
and first of all, don't get poison ivy on your junk.
How do you get poison ivy on your junk? Come on.
The only thing I could think of is if you were like mowing the lawn or something, and you had handled some weeds or clippings, and then you went to the bathroom and held your dick while you were peeing or something.
All right,
but he
maybe.
said it spread from his balls, so he got it on his balls first, which he probably has to find first because he was pretty fucking fat.
I'm not positive that it was poison ivy or anything. That was probably like dirty rash.
Yeah, that's what I would have guessed too. But I was gonna give him credit for that one. Maybe he knows where he got this rash.
They probably both have yeast infections.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't be too surprised by that. But the only person I felt bad for in the scenario, other than myself, because I'd hear it, but I knew I'd get some comedy value out of it, was the poor girl that worked there, because she still had to help them find some cream for this.
I would have recommended soap first.
You
dirty bastards. No, I don't feel sorry for them at all, because go wash your ass.
Yeah, fuck those people. Bathe regularly.
Did you know you can get a yeast infection if you bang a woman with one?
Yeah, I've heard that. But a yeast infection for a guy isn't typically as bad as it is for a woman.
Well, I'm not a woman to know what it's like. I've never had one myself, but my buddy, his wife got a yeast infection. They didn't know it. He went in, he got one. I'm like, that can happen? Like, that's not cool. So be careful where you put your junk, guys. It'll come out junkier.
Yeah. Always inspect the goods, too.
David said, athlete's foot is the same infection as a yeast infection. That may be true, but as I said, this woman was looking for a very specific product, and we went through all of the yeast infection medicines, and none of it had what her doctor told her she needed. She needed the one for giant yellow green things that grow on your toe. Walked in on fungus, pussy, and poison ivy balls. That's what you get, Sarah. You should have been here the whole time. We started on a much nicer topic. We're talking old Johnny Carson. No, the other reason I want to talk about the old Johnny Carson stuff is I was sent a video today and asked my opinion on it. And it was about YouTube. Specifically about the evolution of YouTube and how it's all going to be okay. It's all going to be okay.
And what deluded fool said this?
Well, I forget the name of the channel. I could probably find it. I'm sure I could find it.
Does he also believe in the flat earth?
Well, he has a weird I don't know how old the guy is. I don't know what kind of research he did for his thing, but it comes from a very skewed idea of how television evolved. Because in his view, what happens, television was very puritanical at the beginning, but over time it just got dirtier and dirtier and dirtier until it's where it is today. And advertisers, they came along because they wanted the more risque thing. Why is this not working? Why is that? Oh no! I may disappear, guys.
Uh-oh.
Chrome is not responding. God damn it.
Oh, reliable Chrome.
Shio said to turn a regular sofa into a sofa bed, simply forget your wife's birthday.
well played. Uh-oh. I don't know if this will... I've never had this happen during one of these streams.
It's never happened before, honey, I swear.
We may be right back after these messages.
All right, gentlemen, I'm going to try to drop and come back. I will be right back, or we'll be right on we'll have a second part in just a moment.
All right.
So what's up, Polly?
I'm making little, you know, those little images that were doing the image slide during the last stream in the bottom right-hand corner. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I got a hot one of Captain Kirk posing with one of the ridiculous-looking phasers from the 23rd century.
Nice.
One of the big phaser rifles that looks like particularly 1930s sci-fi. Hey, two monkeys. There we go. Oh, wait. One monkey.
You back?
Yeah, I seem to be. Doesn't look like I lost anything. All right. Beautiful. Nice. Okay. I forgot what it's talking. Oh, we were talking about the video I watched. So let me look at my history now. I can tell you what it was I was watching. No, that was disaster movies. Oh, Knowledge Hub. That's where this is from.
Sounds fake.
They have a pretty 732,000 subscribers. But their whole premise is that, you know, TV started out very puritanical because that's what advertisers wanted. And then, you know, with each new taboo that was broken, advertisers came along because they wanted to be, you know, promoted on the biggest show around. And that was always what got the buzz, right? Mm-hmm. Not true, by the way. It misses the whole point of one, how TV started and how YouTube started. YouTube started with pretty much no taboos. I mean, there were literal beheading videos at one time.
Yeah, it was the Wild West.
You go to Live League for that kind of trash, monkey.
What's that?
What?
Go to Live League? Is that what you said?
Yeah, if you want beheadings, you go to Live League. That's where they're at.
Oh, is it? Yeah. I don't know where they moved. I know they're not allowed here.
Filthy jihadi videos, that's where you go.
But his idea is that what's going to happen is it's going to get we have all of this censorship now, but the ads will slowly want to go to the more risque people because they'll be the ones getting the attention. I'm like, that's not how it works. That's not how any of this works. YouTube has a tight hand on what can even be found on YouTube. You can put most any opinion you want out there. If they find the wrong opinion, you'll go into a little black box. If you have the wrong opinion too much, you'll just get kicked right off the platform, and people forget you even exist. But if advertisers were just looking for, you know, just the most risque kind of thing, they would have all stayed with PewDiePie. Even though his content at the time of the adpocalypse actually wasn't all that bad, he was still the biggest guy on the platform and had more subscribers than most television shows have viewers. You have all kinds of YouTubers who do. I mean, even to this day, what Pewdie gets. Last I saw, he was still getting like 10 million views a video. How many CNN shows get that many views a video or a show? Don't they have to add up like 5 weeks worth to get 10 million views for one show? Advertisers still hang out with them instead of going over to PewDiePie. I mean, he should be having advertisers throw money at him hand over fist if that was the truth.
The prediction's not wrong, but it's just not going to play out in the way that they're describing it. It's like, will advertisers eventually go to risque content? Will content get more risque over time? Yeah, probably. But by the time that happens, it won't be individual creators doing it anymore. It'll be fucking WatchMojo.com and makeup channels going edgier. They've gone full corporate. It'll be their YouTube Red preferred content creators that'll be getting edgier and edgier. And they'll, you know, by that time they'll have, you know, green codes and, you know, regulatory policies on what can be done and what can't. And it's something think about the way that South Park has somebody at Comedy Central to contact and say, here's what our script is. Are you okay with it? And they say, no, we're not going to do this. We will do this. You know, like you've heard Matt and Trey's commentaries on they have an actual contact person, and that's the only they deal with them every single fucking week. Where here's the material we're thinking of putting in. No, that's too far. That's not too far. That's the way it'll go. So it won't be like your little. Despite what Sticks, Hex, and Hammer thinks, I know I keep busting that guy's balls, but I watched another video of his this morning, and he's got the same predictive problem that this person has. Like, lamestream media isn't as elite and fast-moving and fleet of foot and efficient as we are. And it's, yeah, but Sticks, by the time it gets there, you're going to be fucking old news, man. You'll be gone. They'll have gotten rid of you.
I don't think the risque part will come back. I think that'll be. I think that's gone. I think that's gone from YouTube.
You don't think over enough time it'll just play itself that way? I mean, it's not. I don't think it's an unfair prediction that more risque content will go there. I mean, they will certainly allow more and more. Look at all the risque stuff in terms of content and language that happens on the Young Turks, and that's their preferred. That's a preferred content creator and authoritative source as far as YouTube headquarters is concerned.
It'll be controlled risque though. Like the Young Turks is a preferred one, but
that's what I'm saying. No, it's not that there won't be risque material come back again. It'll just be like preferred information in that way. And the small individual content creators, no, you'd have to be a Saudi Arabian funded scumbag network like them.
I see what you're saying. I don't think it'll get more risque. I think what'll happen is over time, it's just going to get more puritanical. Because even the Young Turks, what's acceptable today, all it takes is just one slip up that leads to a news story. Just one. And are they going to get rid of the Young Turks? No. But they will be like, okay, guys, look, you can't say this anymore. You have to watch this little bit of language.
So what you're saying is we need Anna Kasparian nipple slip.
Who wants to see that? Okay, I'd look at her boobs. I'm not lying.
I'd look.
Fuck it, I'd look at her boobs.
You don't need to grudgingly admit that, Monkey. We'd all look.
She's just so slimy, man.
She is. Oh, she is. But what? You never heard of a hate fuck? Sure, you have. Come on.
Slimy or just lubed up?
Well, I mean,
that's how you end up with a fungal infection.
If she were to drop all the bullshit, like I would find what's her name, twice as attractive, twice as cute, if she wasn't such a moron. Straight teeth, 2x4 body. What's her name?
Straight teeth, 2x4 body.
Yeah, female Thor. Fucking what's her name?
Oh, Natalie Portman.
Natalie Portman. Yeah, even with her, computer automated program designed teeth, I'd still find her cute as hell with if she wasn't such a moron.
I'd fuck morons too. Just you gag them or something so they can't talk while you're doing it.
Hey, your boy Pat's here. Hey, Pat.
Hey, Pat.
Hi, Pat. Now I kind of want to bang Natalie Portman just to say I banged somebody with 3D printed teeth. I never thought of that before, Polly. Thanks.
You didn't realize her teeth were 3D printed when they're like, oh my god.
Never thought about it.
Clearly, you didn't watch my top women of the MCU videos, or you would have seen
did. I kind of didn't really focus on that aspect of it, I suppose.
Her teeth were the prototype for Boogie's.
Oh, that's what.
Oh, you know what? I withdraw the statement. Her Boogie's teeth are faker looking than hers.
There you go.
Yeah, Boogie's gross all around.
But I mean, Jesus Christ! Like when you were saying that, Monkey, like, oh, Boogie, and I said, what? You got some fake teeth or something? Because I hadn't seen the picture, and I thought, oh, they probably look like pretty denture or whatever. And then you put out that picture, and I was like, oh my god, I didn't realize that's what you meant.
That's the new kind of dentures they do, and it's horrible.
Oh, and they're like burning phosphorus white, like unnaturally bleached bone white.
Yeah. Tone them things down a little bit.
Yeah, like if an alien landed on Earth and tried to pass himself off as human, that's the type of teeth I would expect him to have. Like, hello, fellow human, you're a freak. Get away from me. But
Hammer
thankfully,
he's admitting that he has a bit of a crush on Liz Wheeler. Who's Liz Wheeler?
No idea.
A news anchor, I think.
Someone he shouldn't have a crush on, apparently, by the confession.
Let's see. I don't know who she is. I've never seen her before. Let's see. What does she do?
Porn?
There's no, and I see. Liz Wheeler is the kind of girl who sets a room on fire when she comes around. In this situation, however, she sets our screens on fire each time she appears as the host of One America's Tipping Point. Okay. She's the host of One America's Tipping Point.
Oh, that's why I know that name. Yeah, she's on One America News.
I cannot wait for that style of writing to go the fuck away.
That's never going away.
We've been waiting so long, and our dreams are finally fulfilled. You are not talking on my behalf. Quit trying to fucking prime your audience.
First of all, Polly, the party is always talking on your behalf. They know what is best for us.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, that's some Mary Sue-isms hardcore in terms of priming your audience psychologically, right? It's, we've been waiting so long for this, and finally we got our dream superheroine when so-and-so appeared on our screens, and shut up.
The glory of the collective cannot be denied unless you want to end up in a gulag.
Well, I mean, I don't want to end up in a gulag, but...
Right? No one does. It's scary.
Before we move off of stupid shit that I saw on Twitter, there's one more I want to cover tonight. You guys ready for this?
Never, but let's do it.
Strap in. This came from The Independent. It's an opinion piece. And I'm just going to read the headline, and then we're gonna laugh a little bit and probably move on.
Was it Pat's birthday?
Is it Pat's birthday? What?
Well, holy shit.
Birthday, Pat.
Yeah, man. Happy birthday.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but it's Pat's birthday.
Before we move on to that stupid thing, yeah, let's do this. Oh, Pat, it's your birthday. You know what that means, fellas? A 1, a 2. Happy birthday to you.
Shabbat, shabbat.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear your boy Pat.
Shabbat, shabbat.
Happy birthday to you.
Shabbat, shabbat.
Happy birthday, Pat. I hope you have a great one, my friend. I hope that that is really sad does not mean there's not talking about our singing. Our singing's awesome. Heh. And with that, we got to get back to stupid. You guys ready for stupid?
Mm-hmm.
Buckled in, ready to go.
Opinion. No politician in living memory has been treated as badly as Ilhan Omar.
Okay.
By the Jews.
No politician in living memory has been treated as badly as Ilhan Omar. I read them like, are you stupid? I read part of the article. It's from somebody else who's a Muslim who wears a towel on their head, a Muslim female who wears a towel on their head, and they related. What isn't it? What is that made of? Isn't it terry cloth?
Is that what I assume that's in case they have to do some emergency dishes.
I thought it was they just got out of the shower. My bad. What's it called? A turban? No. What's it called?
Burqa.
A burqa. Whatever.
Burqa's like full body. What's just the head?
Hijab.
The hijab. Thank you.
Hijabi. Hijab.
They keep saying, it's called the hijab. You know what occurred to me? Don't fucking social justice politically correct me. What language is that in and from? Is that Farsi? Is that Arabic? I don't believe, if it's Arabic, I don't believe that's what they call it in Farsi. And there's like 1,000 fucking different languages throughout that entire fucking region. The proper name is fuck you, the one name you heard on Twitter. Go fuck yourself. Just pointing that out.
No, you're fine, man. I'm with you. I will call it whatever the fuck I want to. I'm an American. But this is another woman who wears a hijab who related just a little bit too much with Ilhan Omar. Like, she's just attacks all the time. Actually, she's not. She gets away with a lot of shit.
Oh man, the shit she said that she's gotten a pass on that anybody else would have been crucified in the media for. Like the
oh yeah.
Well, I guess I shouldn't have said crucify when I was talking about anti-Semitism, but you know, you get the point. No, seriously, I mean, just I'm so tired of the if so and so had done this, the reaction would have been different. They're like, no. I mean, come on, just think about the Republican or Trump if they would have said any of those things, how they would have been roasted for it.
Becca says, are we to dismiss the politicians that have been shot or shot at because of reasons? I actually saw this headline because somebody had tweeted, okay, but Steve Scalise was actually shot. Right. Oh man, yeah, it's just a stupid woman who's like I said, related just a little bit too much. And this was right on the heels. This came because of the Israelis saying, no, you can't come over here. Which is funny. Another part of that we didn't talk about is that she was actually planning on spending her time in the Palestinian territories. I refuse to call it Palestine. I just do. Until it's like an actual country. Right now they're like the ghetto. She didn't want to go to Israel for any like actual reason other than to go hang out with the Palestinians so she could push more of her BDS bullshit.
Well, great propaganda for the Palestinians. Sorry.
No, I'm just like it would have been one giant propaganda, promotional fest for her.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
why it would have been a photo opportunity fest. Their phrase I'm looking for. It would have been her in finding the most squalor-ridden scene to take a picture with a bunch of hijab-wearing children and saying, "This is the Israel you protect." Like they're the cause of this. Like that would have been the point of it.
Yep. Like I pointed out, since this. She wants to boycott Israel, but is mad because they won't let her go. I don't think anything else needs said about that whole story. I feel like that says everything.
Okay,
yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. You kind of glitched there, and I thought you were done.
Yeah, go ahead though.
Oh, sorry. I looked up the term hijab, and apparently that is the Arabic, or more specifically, the Egyptian Arabic pronunciation of the word, and that's how it's used in the Quran. But in the Quran, hijab refers to a partition or curtain, both in a literal and metaphorical sense, and that's what's used to separate women's quarters from the men's.
Okay.
So when guests come over, the women are behind this partition. And in classical Arabic texts, the headdress is referred to as a kamar, which denotes a headscarf. So,
can I just call it an oppression hat?
Yes, you can. There are a lot of different types of hijabs because it's a generic term, sort of like tissue. You could call it a Kleenex, you could call it a packing tissue, whatever. It's just a generic term for covering. And it specifically refers to the partition that separates the women's quarters from the men's. So there's a lot of different types. And like you got the niqab, you've got the...
Oh, right. Yeah, niqab. Yeah.
The burqa, the chinari... See, it's like words I can't pronounce without.
There's like metaphor says hijab is a concept, not a garment. Yeah, that sounds very much along the lines of what you're, describing in that way. Like it could mean a partition or whatever, a piece of fabric. So it's like I have overheard conversations that went, the head covering. It's called a hijab. And it's called righteous condensation. Like, just stop it. Head covering is fine because that's literally what it is. Leave it alone. I mean,
it's an oppression hat.
Yeah.
Yes, it's an oppression hat, or a virtue signaling cloth. It's also
could be that. You're right.
It's required by law in Iran in the province of Aceh in Indonesia. There are a lot of countries that are, enforcing it as like a modesty requirement, especially for locals.
Can't let them see your hair, ladies.
Yeah, they
That's
get all
just asking
crazy.
for it.
Yeah, and your ankles. Oh man, sexy cankles will do it for some people apparently.
Oh god, it's so backward ass thinking. Oh my. I saw. Was it John Cleese? John Cleese has been getting shit ever since he suggested that London isn't an English town anymore.
Yeah.
And somebody was bitching at him because he was speaking to the fact that he believes some cultures are better than others. And for some reason, we're not allowed to say that anymore.
Oh, no. All cultures are beautiful and equal in the eyes of social justice.
Except they're not.
Nope.
I guarantee you they don't think the culture of the Westboro Baptist Church is beautiful. But they'll tell me that a fundamentalist Islamic religion run country absolutely is.
You're talking about a people that believe in hate versus the
right
the people of peace.
I forgot that.
And besides which, Monkey, look at this. You can't tell me this ninja that's stealing this baby is anything but beautiful.
Why is that baby dressed so immodestly? I can see its foot.
It's a baby. Until the age of puberty, they don't have to wear any of the crazy cult stuff. But I would not fuck with this ninja because there's probably 8 throwing stars in that purse.
Probably.
So if you see ninjas on the street, yes, very explosive personalities. This is a niqab, by the way, which looks vaguely like a flying nun, but not. This is a stealthy ninja. So just be aware of that. All cultures are beautiful.
All cultures are beautiful. Real quick, over on the Streamlabs, thank you so much. Check Your Logic, who says, I've been catching up on your streams while at the gym. One of the streams, you said you swear Polly was there when you and Jack were talking about Rainbow Toast. He wasn't. I know because it was my birthday and he wasn't there to sing. Okay. Look, man, these things run together with me. They really do. I couldn't tell you. I know it was just me and Jack yesterday, and that things got crazy because it was just me and Jack. Nobody was here to keep us in check. But other than that, I won't remember that tomorrow because this will be in my brain and it'll be like, no, I swear Polly was there.
I'm pretty sure the original stream where we talked about Rainbow Toast, Polly wasn't there, but it was like the next stream or 2 streams after that we informed him about Rainbow Toast.
Yeah, because I had to look it up. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was all weirded out. So I think you just got your streams mixed up. So
who else was here for Rainbow Toast? Because I know it wasn't just you and me. Somebody else.
I don't know. It might have been Sinatra.
Was it a morning one?
I don't know. My memory isn't much better than yours because I usually do these when I'm like half awake. That's why I say dumb shit all the time because there's absolutely no governor switch when I'm tired.
No, when I say this, I'm not kidding. I do so many streams, I could not tell you very much about them. Now, there'll be times that I remember specific conversations and stuff and what I said during them. But other than that, people are asking Dax. I don't think it was Dax. It was, I don't remember. I know there was somebody else here with us. That's all I'm saying. Anyhow, oppression scarves are bad. I was amazed that picture you showed, Jack, that did very much look like a nun's outfit with a weird ninja vibe going on.
Yeah, they're ninja nuns, dude. I'm telling you. Beware.
Blondie says, do I dare say, what is Rainbow Toast? Well, it's toast that millennials paint with some kind of food paint.
I'm pretty sure it's mayonnaise with food coloring.
It could be. I read actually different things that it can be made out of, but they actually sell these things that look like the little paints you buy for kids in the plastic tubes that pop open on top but are attached at the back so they don't fall off.
My mom always told me not to play with my food, and that seems to have gone by the wayside now.
They have fucking Rainbow Toast. They also have unicorn toast. Unicorn toast. They also had another euphemism for it that got lost by the wayside. But yeah, we were reading the foods millennials have eaten. If you hadn't eaten at least I think it was at least 5 of them, you were basically a boomer. I think is what they called us. I hadn't even heard of. I think I only heard of one of the things on the list.
Avocado toast. That always seems to come up as an example.
I don't think avocado. I don't remember.
Yeah, avocado toast was on there. It was a lot of weird, disgusting shit, like ice cream with charcoal in it. The black ice cream, I think they called it.
Black ice cream, yep. There was another black thing they had there that was just food with fucking charcoal in it.
Yeah, I'm not having a drug overdose. Why do I need charcoal?
Charcoal will clean your system. Like, yeah, if you're ODing,
yeah.
Don't just eat charcoal, you morons.
That's weird.
On the plus side, I really do hope it'll make them sterile.
No, sad boy, black cock was not on the list.
Black cock is not on that list. Millennials, they don't intermingle like we used to.
Well, everything's so racially hypersensitive now.
They really are. Oh my goodness. Oh fuck. My shoulder just made a movement I don't think it's supposed to make.
I'm telling not to do that.
Oh, that's gonna hurt for a day. Blunty says, sadly, 5 years ago I was vegan. I ate 70% of those things. Oh, sweetheart. Well, at least you're coming out of that. We read a story tonight, and I had to stop Scribe halfway through it. It's a feminist who was arguing that we need to stop raping cows. and I was like, stop, that's a vegan thing. He goes, is it? He goes, or is it just a Poe? I'm like, no, that's a vegan. He gets about halfway through the article, and the woman said, as a vegan, I'm like, called it. Because yeah, vegans actually think we're raping cows.
I feel bad. It really is like joining a cult.
Well, it's amazing the arguments they make. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, guys, I'm about to pop my shoulder again. Oh fuck!
That didn't sound good. Are you gonna die on stream?
No, my shoulder hurts, and I'm trying to get it to stop fucking hurting. And I popped it the first time, and it was not good. And that second one, I don't know if you heard that. That was really not good. My fingers are tingling. Whew.
Good sign.
Maybe.
Oh man. Anyhow, yeah. Don't rape cows. I'm just throwing that out there.
Milking them is like fondling their boobies.
Well, she talked about forced insemination. I don't know how much you guys have argued with vegans. I have quite a bit, and the cow thing is one that always comes up. That's how as soon as Scribe started in, like, yep, that's a fucking crazy ass vegan bitch. But she actually made the argument that feminists need to get on this because if you're truly going to be fighting for women's rights and against things like rape, then you have to fight against cows being artificially inseminated because they're being forced to get pregnant against their will, y'all. I'm just like, oh my God. These are real people.
You know, I'm all for the humane killing of animals for food. They shouldn't have to suffer for my dinner. It usually makes the meat taste tougher anyway. So I don't want anything to suffer, but that doesn't mean I'm going to give up delicious chicken anything. And they can't make me, so fuck them.
Pat in chat says it's got to be a Poe like the piss for equality thing. No, sir. No. And by the way, that was piss for rape. That's pee yourself for rape survivors.
That's I'm just gonna sit here quietly for a minute.
That was a 4chan troll that didn't get very far. Not certainly not as far as free bleeding. No, Pat, I'm telling you, vegans, they believe that milking cows, getting them pregnant when they don't want to be, or when they haven't had sex with a bull. Apparently, they nod at the bull, and the bull comes over, and they're like, "Hey, you want to do this?" And they're like, yeah, and then they get positive consent throughout the whole thing, affirmative consent through the whole experience.
And the bull fills out a consent form, and then they have negotiations,
and then they lay there and cuddle. They honestly believe that it's rape. They call it that all the time. Talk to vegans, man. They're insane. They're fucking insane. And yeah, I'll not stop eating meat either, Pat. I love me a good steak, a good hamburger, good hot dog, good chicken nugget. You know, the real foods in life. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, guys. My shoulder's in so much pain right now. Ah, Polly, what you working on over there?
No, just fucking around.
Are you just goofing off?
Yeah, basically.
Are you watching porn?
No, not at all.
Why not?
Well, that would be inappropriate.
Would it?
So I watched 2 episodes of that Spider-Woman cartoon.
Yeah.
It's not very good.
No, that's why it only lasted 1 season.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely got some Super Friends influences on it.
Super Friends was great though, because it was a product of its time. I don't think it would last if it was on today.
No, God, no.
Probably not.
Where's the Animu influence? If they don't have like big eyes and do the anime face and
oh God,
talk about bento boxes, you know,
redoing Super Friends in that Stevens Universe bullshit.
I could easily see it. Stop giving them ideas, monkey.
I want paid for it if they do it.
I'll just hand it over to Crunchyroll and some.
I hate that name.
So do I.
It makes me want to vomit. I don't know why.
It sounds like a granola bar that you would be compelled to eat at like middle school lunch.
It sounds like that dude's penis that was in Walmart with you today.
That'd be a
Crunchyroll.
I mean, and I've had so many people point out to me, it's like, well, you realize it's a kind of sushi. It's like, yeah, I know. That's not the point.
It still sounds gross.
And once you find out it's a sushi thing, it sounds lazy. Like they were
that's what I mean.
Sushi restaurant when they named their channel.
I mean, well, that's what I said. Like, wait a minute. It's an Animu channel, so you called your channel Crunchyroll. So if like it was like soap operas from Mexico, you'd call it Taco Vision. I know.
How much better would Telemundo be if it was Taco Vision?
Do you see what I'm saying? Like like you said, Jack. It just strikes me as fucking lazy.
Speaking of lazy, this is a good time to remind you guys, we're brought to you by you. And I say we're lazy because I should remind you of that more often. If you'd like to support us, you know how.
Mm-hmm. Don't you also have a Patreon where people can give monthly?
I do. It's down below.
And if they want t-shirts, do you still have your Teespring store?
Yes, but don't bring that up because I always have to hear about not having mugs on there.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
That was completely organic, guys.
My middle finger is pulsating. Is that normal?
Yes.
Usually means there's an asshole around and you feel the need to flip them off. We were talking about vegans.
It's my asshole sense tingling.
Thank you for posting my link, Stargazer. Always appreciated.
Spotted dick is a food doesn't mean it sounds appetizing. Spotted dick, other than the fact that we use dick as, a term for penis, doesn't sound horrible. Crunchyroll, that just sounds gross together. And thank you, Duck Dog, who says Taco Vision sounds like lesbian porn. Mm-hmm. Kind of. Yeah, I see where you went with it.
That would make it better, and somehow vegans would ruin that too.
Indeed. Hello and welcome to the Queso channel. Here only on Taco Vision, right? Oh man. Oh. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to get my mojo back, but I fucked it all up with my shoulder. And I didn't even do anything to my shoulder. That pisses me off.
Damn it.
What's up?
Oh, I had something and then I lost it.
Was it Taco Vision?
No, I had an image selected, and then when I resized the screen, it disappeared. This is the problem with having a meme folder with literally thousands of memes in it, that it just, everything goes to hell. You can't find nothing.
This is odd. There's a headline over on Drudge that says Epstein's gal pal found at In-N-Out reading book on death of CIA agents.
I thought you were going to say she was found having committed suicide.
Hold on. What's the In-N-Out part? What are you saying?
In-N-Out Burger.
In-N-Out Burger.
Oh,
it's a restaurant.
Epstein. Sorry, can you just read the whole thing again, please?
Sure. Epstein's gal pal found at In-N-Out reading book on death of CIA operatives is actually what it said. I said agents.
So
she's sitting in an In-N-Out Burger and
right.
She's reading death of CIA operatives. And
that's got nothing to do with nothing. What the fuck?
Hey.
Okay.
You know what world we live in, motherfucker.
Yeah, no, I do. It's just, Jesus Christ. Like, we bust balls at Comic Book Curation. Like, can you believe that they base this entire story around one tweet? Like, that's basing an entire story around, I don't know, an unevolved occurrence. Just, all right.
Hey.
What was it?
Jesus Christ.
Hey, there was the meme I was looking for. Like 3 memes ago. I got distracted. Here, look at this. Speaking of Crunchyroll. Speaking of resize, where's the fucking display your share screen? I've already clicked on that. Don't show these tips again. Just the tip. See, I got there first for you guys. There we go.
What is that?
That's the chief. Dude. That's the chief creative officer at Crunchyroll. Actually, I'm not making that up. That's
he's not, and I don't like being reminded of that. So gross.
That is a chick, yes.
Yeah,
I think it's Pat.
It's Pat. Yes, exactly.
Not the good one, like just the weird androgynous one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot we have your boy Pat in chat. For those of you who don't know, Pat was a androgynous character on was it SNL?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, okay, looking at this woman, I can think of like three things going on that are of her own doing. It's like, honey, get rid of that hair, get rid of those glasses, get rid of that hoodie, and lose some weight. 4. Like, she doesn't have to look like that. There's no requirement that she look like this. I'm not saying set yourself by Western beauty standards. It's so oppressive. I'm not even saying you're making yourself ugly, and you goddamn well know it. Your friends just don't have the heart to tell you.
No, she's doing it on purpose, and she knows she's doing it on purpose, and her friends probably know she's doing it on purpose, and she's doing it so that when people tell her she's ugly, she go, "I know."
It's a protest look. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not willing to conform to your standards. Where do you even buy frames like that? Like, they look like they're for kids, like, I don't know.
Evolved potato. She has many cats.
No shit. I don't even want men to like me.
Well, that's just it. Like, all these social justice people purposely try to look outlandish. It's an attention-seeking method because they know they're not going to get looked at for their attitude or their mind. So they're getting attention through negative means. Well, that's all it is. It's attention seeking. So they can complain and it feeds into their anger and their self-righteous indignation.
Well, she can also claim, look, I'm not kidding about that. I've read that from, I don't even want men to look at me. That is a feminist trope. That they drag out when they're too fat and ugly for anybody to actually like them. And I'm sorry, I got to get that off the screen. That's driving me nuts. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. No man will want her because, well, she looks like that. And that way she can say she did it. And it's not because men just didn't find it. Because you take away all that stuff, give her a nice haircut, she's still an ugly woman. That's an ugly woman.
Yeah, but she's less ugly.
Sure, she could make herself less ugly, but if she did that and then people still judged her as ugly, oh.
Right.
Junkle stole my joke. You guys might as well. It's the new emo. Oh, I've been calling. I call the new emo trenders are the new emos. They have been for a while now.
Yeah, these people are just self-absorbed narcissists that want to be miserable. They don't like themselves. They don't want you to like yourself, and they don't want you to like anything about yourself. And they feed on that misery. That they thrive in this. They wallow in it.
I don't care what people think about me. Yes, you do. Stop it. Yes, you do. You're just trying to beat him. It's like the fat kid making fat jokes.
Yeah, see when you're self-loathing like that, and you say you don't want the attention from somebody, but secretly they do, of course, because they still have human drives. They want somebody to find a partner that will love them, and they can love them back. When you're self-loathing like that, and you're insecure, and you don't like what you're really like, what your body looks like, that sort of thing, they're going to try and disguise it and bury that down. It's because being insecure on that level is very, very unhealthy, and they know that. So they bury that and redirect that in something else, usually outward appearance. That's why goth kids dressed in all black. It's a way of getting attention while pretending you don't want attention, and it's so sad and transparent.
Look, it's one thing when kids do that. You know, the emo, the goth phase, most of this was teenagers. And even with the trenders, it was mostly teenagers and they grown up and for some reason they haven't grown out of it yet. That's how you should feel at that age. That, you know, that the whole world thinks you're ugly kind of thing. Not me. I've always thought it was really beautiful. I'm a narcissistic person. But generally that seems, you know, to be what most people go through. That woman is not a teenager.
No, but she's emotionally retarded to that age.
Yes, yeah.
I have not even, and I don't mean that in the like ooh way. I mean it in the like emotional lack of involvement. So since they're emotionally withdrawn and they're perpetually at a younger age, almost like a toddler who never advanced further because they weren't given the attention necessary, you know, in the interaction. These people are very socially and in many ways emotionally scarred, and they are stuck at a teenage level. They're not going to escape that until they are compelled to, because they're not forced by society to change their mentality. And they're rewarded in many respects. So why would you change something you're being rewarded for?
My point with pointing out it's teenagers, you know, I don't blame them for it. It is still sad, but I mean, that's just how it is. When you're an adult pulling that shit, you're beyond, even your cats are judging you at that point. Even they're going, oh, fuck this bitch. They didn't get out. They ran away. Stop it. God damn it. I hate when I make myself laugh when I'm trying to say something. Yaniv doxed Blair White and signed up for Kiwi Fine. Blair doxed herself, and Yaniv Yaniv, however you say it, took it further, apparently, by digging up more information, and that sucks. And fuck that cunt for doing it. But why are you using your phone on stream where it can actually somehow give out the number?
Oh, did she accidentally give her phone number out?
Is that what Blair did? Showed her number by accident?
I'm not sure how it happened, but yeah, her phone number got out on her stream.
Ooh.
And with that information, guys, you can find out a lot about somebody. Yeah, Blondie, Blair doxed her damn self. I was watching, yes.
Blair loves the cock.
Oh, God.
Come on, that was funny.
So but I mean, didn't everybody already know Blair White's name? Like, what's the docs? Like, where she
No,
currently lives?
phone number, name, where she lives, everything's out there now.
So the docs was where, like, her current address and phone number.
Current address, yeah.
Okay.
Which, again, I'm Yaniv doing the rest of that. If that is true, whoever did it, because all that did come out, that fuck you, you're a douche. But it's just another reminder, guys. If you're going to want to protect your information, protect your fucking information. How do you accidentally give your phone number out?
I don't know. Like, who said that they saw it? Blondie said it. Yeah. Okay. She was like, I'm trying to think of a screen on my phone where the number. Oh yeah, it would on standard SMS text messages, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, and it would on certain texting apps like fuck, I forget the name of it. Anyway, it's one that's installed on my phone that does double-sided encryption. But interestingly, it shows both phone numbers. Huh. Okay.
Blondie says she showed the stream her phone and the screen suddenly changed to her phone number and address. Oh, so her address was on there too?
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. Blair said that Instagram glitched and showed her phone number on screen. She also said it happened to others too.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay. I was watching a stream by Blair when she said somebody in chat said something about a docs, like her docs, and she says, yeah, but that was because of an Instagram glitch. It wasn't. I thought she was talking about something that happened a long time ago. Yeah, I did hear. Yeah,
like a couple weeks ago.
Now I understand. All right.
And she just had a stream a couple days ago where she said Yaniv doxed her. And look, I'm not saying that what Yaniv did was right, but is it really fair to say she did it if you did it? I'm just throwing that out there.
She might have edited out of the stream or something, and Yaniv kept the information.
It could be. But I'm sure there were tons of people watching who also captured that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's assume that I don't. Fuck, it's bad. Especially if you're Blair, because Blair's got like lots and lots. I mean, how many subs does she have? She's got to be over 500,000, 750,000, something like that.
Something like that, yeah. And she's got a lot of hate watchers, so it's not a good thing.
Yeah,
definitely not a good thing. I hope nothing ever comes of it. Which, luckily, that's the truth of what with most doxing is that nothing ever comes from it. Thankfully, I guess that's the silver lining there. But yeah, if I was her, I wouldn't be happy any of that shit was out there. I'd be moving tomorrow.
Yeah, shit.
Change my phone and move tomorrow.
Hey, did you see this tweet that went out from Marvel Portugal?
There's a Marvel Portugal?
Sure.
All right. No, I didn't.
Nope.
Oh, you share screen. Why does that look like a penis?
Because it is.
What the hell? Hang on. There we go. Why? What?
Was that like
is that
what
an official account?
I'm assuming so. I mean, it's got thousands of retweets and shit like that. I mean, maybe somebody created it as a fake account. I'm assuming that there's a Marvel Portugal, Marvel UK, because there's definitely a Marvel UK.
I'm not seeing a blue check mark though.
Oh yeah, good call. I didn't even notice that. But anyway, it's getting thousands of retweets. I'm one of them. A Portunga Infinata. I had to take that to Bing Translate.
What's it mean?
The endless dick.
Nice. I think the audio. Oh,
is that Thanos cock?
Oh yeah, it might be. Oh yeah, the infinite dick. Yeah, right. I didn't even clue into that.
Jake says, so you're saying we need to dox Monkey so he will get better internet? No, I'm too lazy, and I live. Look, if I got doxed, I mean, if somebody wanted to come here and try to hurt me, I'd see him long before they got here. I couldn't do anything about it because I'm crippled, but
I didn't go back and search to see if it was an official account. I was just hoping that it was some guys who ran the social media accounts last day and decided to be a huge dick. That I was happy thinking that and just moved on.
Well, Infinity Cock is pretty disturbing.
I'm nutty. Why do women take a long time to pee in the morning? Ever tried to open a grilled cheese sandwich? That's disturbing. Nutty, are you a woman?
Wait, are they opening the grilled cheese sandwich in the bathroom? Because that's gross.
No, you don't get the reference there. They're saying that the vaginas close together like a grilled cheese sandwich.
Oh, well,
what was that noise?
Yeah, why did that noise happen just as we were talking about that? Jesus Christ!
I took a piece of paper out of a notebook, and that was
the worst sound for that conversation.
That was awful timing, Jack. Jesus Christ!
I didn't even think about it. It was the operation.
Oh shit!
Oh wow!
That was the sound of a grilled cheese vagina.
Grilled cheese vagina. There's something we haven't said on the show before.
I often forget how sensitive the microphone is.
No, the sound itself was no problem. It was just the timing. The timing. Do you think there's a way to petition a company to get better internet for you? No. I wish there was. I think even because there's supposed to be new internet standards coming out. Believe it or not, guys, there are internet standards where internet companies everywhere has to be covered by at least 12 megabytes download, which I still qualify technically under. So until that goes way up, then no. The joke goes, why don't old people have sex? Ever tried to pull apart a grilled cheese sandwich? What is wrong with y'all's vaginas that they're grilled cheese? They shouldn't stick like that. What's in there?
Well, women stick weird things in their vaginas. Remember the hornet's nest? Maybe cheese is a new thing. They're grilling some cheese down there.
I don't understand what's going on with the vaginas.
It's like a little snack when you go down on them.
Oh. I like ham in my grilled cheese. I'm just throwing that out there.
Ham?
Yeah. Get some deli ham, put it in a grilled cheese sandwich. Oh, man, it's good. You've never done that, Polly? How old are you?
32.
Go make yourself a proper grilled cheese with some ham in it.
I have made lots of grilled cheeses in my life, sir. I don't.
Right, but you've never put any.
Nope. A form of ham. I put crumbled bacon in one time. That was really good.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, I had bacon fried up, and I fried up too much, and so then I just had 2 pieces sitting in the fridge. So I just crumbled it up inside. It's fucking awesome.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
I don't know who Metaforest is, but they're mad and want attention. So, hi, dumbass. There you go. Move along. Bacon over ham. Yeah, bacon's just a little too salty. I'd have to try it maybe with a different kind of cheese in there too. I like a nice grilled cheese with Swiss in it. Oh, that's nice. Or tuna. Oh, I like a tuna melt. Oh, tuna melt's good.
I've never had a tuna melt.
Oh man, Mom used to make them all the time because we were poor and tuna's cheap.
Yeah, that's good poor people food. It's
good
for you, and it can be made in lots of ways.
Yep. Bert Ernie says I had grilled cheese and ham for breakfast. See, it's wonderful. The ham keeps the cheese from sticking. Yeah, and that's apparently what old ladies need to do with their vaginas. Put some ham in there.
Just picturing an old lady banging a pig now.
Tuna doesn't melt; it burns, though. I think something's getting lost in the translation there, Stan. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, panini sounds good with turkey Swiss and a bagel. That sounds real good.
Yeah, now we're just talking about things people should want to eat, and it's what 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, we're all going to be hungry, and it's going to be awful.
I had cut up hot dogs for my dinner.
Oh God, really?
Yeah. What? Why are you judging me for my hot dogs?
Because, well, I like hot dogs as much as an extra-blooded man, but look, you don't cook them, and you
No, I microwaved these. Does that count? Is that okay?
It's better, but it's still not good.
I live in the basement.
I've told you can get deli turkey Like sliced smoked turkey is really good. You can just top it, throw it on top of some toast, fold it over, go to
I
town.
don't have a toaster.
What? Well, you should have a toaster downstairs. That's a good go-to thing for if you're in the basement.
Okay, I'll work on getting a toaster. James Colley, thank you so much. Incoming, Jack. And tell attention thought, hi, dumbass, for me too. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh man.
All right, let me check my Streamlabs here. Oh, thank you very much, James Kelly. That was some awesome comedic timing. Stop fucking up, Polly, and get a Streamlabs. He hashtagged stop fucking up, Polly.
Oh, nice. And hashtag was created the other night, Monkey.
Blondie says, does your wife not cook? She does, but she gets out of work at 8:00 at night. I don't expect her.
A toaster oven.
Right?
I have a microwave.
I have a toaster oven right here. It is amazing. You can cook all sorts of crazy shit in there. Plus, in the winter, it'll help keep you warm.
Well, you probably also have a regular sized refrigerator next to you and cabinets and everything too.
No, I sit in the kitchen. I have a mini fridge and a toaster oven.
I'm curious. Y'all keep your bread in the fridge?
No,
that's weird. What am I, 80? Thanks, Grandma.
just curious. Shit.
Now people are giving me shit because toasters are like $10. I live in the basement.
No, don't get a toaster. Get a toaster oven, because then you can cook all the same shit a toaster can, plus 1,000 other things.
Yeah, toaster ovens are pretty awesome, actually.
Yeah,
I've used a toaster oven before.
They're like $20, dude. Just get the Black & Decker one from Walmart next time you're there. It's like $17.
And you guys that's more work.
No, it's really not. I mean, you'll have to buy an oven mitt just to be safe. But
yeah, whenever you're feeling particularly gourmet, you can go ahead and slide a mini frozen pizza in there. You know,
I don't have any freezer down here. My
that's right.
My fridge has a freezer, but you're not supposed to keep anything in there for more than 3 days. It says.
I understand that, but if you wanted to make, say, a panini or grilled cheese, you could do it with a toaster oven then.
And where am I going to keep the panini?
In your stomach, because I mean it's just like bread and stuff.
Before then, I have very limited space, which is where my bread and my hot dog buns are.
You have bread. How about that? Just make some like toasted sandwiches.
I make melted sandwiches.
You're just being difficult now.
Yeah.
No, I have very limited resources down here. One, remember, this is an old house. There's not very many outlets in this room either.
That's what extension cords are for.
I'm not trying to burn down the house.
Just daisy chain a bunch of them.
No, I'm
why you need to move.
I'm fine at the moment, guys. I'm good. My hot dogs were wonderful.
We just want you to eat better stuff. That's all.
I don't even need to eat
a wider variety of stuff.
Look, I only ate because I hadn't ate all day.
Look, I'm getting people like Ebony says extra
hungry.
loaves. Ebony says extra loaves go in the freezer in my house. Yeah, same here. Because I go to like Costco when I can, when my friend's going, because he has the Costco card, not me, and I can't afford to buy one. But I definitely like getting bulk cheap shit.
Sure.
Because I'm broke. Anyway, so yeah, I put extra loaves in the freezer and they freeze. The reason why I asked about the fridge, because Jacob Jet's like, you put bread in the fridge? That's weird, man. He's like, it wasn't me. So this lady's over the other day, and she's like, when she's getting a drink from the fridge, she looks and there's a loaf of bread sitting on the counter, and she takes a loaf of bread and puts it in the fridge. I said, what are you doing that for? She goes, oh, I thought you left it out. I'm like, left it out of what? She goes, well, the fridge. You don't keep your bread in the fridge? I'm like, no. She goes, well, that's weird. So I got judged for being weird for not having it in the fridge, which is why I asked.
No, I don't put bread in the fridge.
No, I've put bagels in the fridge because I had an ex that was all Nazi about that, but get it, bagels.
I see what you did there.
But
shouldn't she have wanted them in the oven?
No, she did not. She really did not, and I made fun of her for it. But no, that was, I thought, kind of pushing the limits. But yeah, I don't put bread in the fridge. My grandma used to do that. She'd put it in the freezer, and because it would help preserve it for longer. So she'd buy, like, when they're on sale, she'd buy 3 or 4 loaves.
Damn right.
In the freezer, and that I understand if you're preserving food for later so it doesn't go bad. But I never liked the taste of frozen bread. Thawed out, it always came out kind of mushy.
It's really you taste the
soggy.
difference?
Yeah.
Huh.
There's a sogginess to it. Now people are judging me for my foods, and Blondie's offering to send me food. I'm fine, you guys.
No, see, you're wrong, Monkey. You need to.
I'm fine. You know what I had for dinner last night? I had a couple of pieces of candy, and then a few hours later, I had some hot dogs. That's calories, right? Calories in. I'm good.
Okay.
What?
Number one, nowhere says bread goes in the bread box. Now, I've repeatedly said in my lifetime, it's, larger, smaller than a bread box. What is the purpose of a bread box?
Keeps mice out.
Oh, keeps mice out. Okay, so it's like an old-timey deal.
Yeah, keeps rodents and insects out of. I use a bread box. I live down by a river. I mean, you get field mice come wintertime and fucking squirrels. And it keeps the
fucking squirrels.
Insects and rodents away from your food. It's just an old-timey thing. Most people don't need one these days. It's more of a habit. But I actually like having a bread box because it makes it convenient, keeps the counters clean,
Right.
I don't have a loaf of bread laying on the countertop, and just it's organizational thing for me more than anything. But occasionally I do get mice in here, so I have to set traps or whatever, and I don't want them eating my fucking bread. They get in the ramen noodles occasionally, and then I have to put traps out and murder them. That's their own fault.
Yeah, living out in the country, that's one of the worst parts is wintertime field mice, man. They find their way into your fucking house every fucking year. And we have to go on a murder spree for about a month, and then we're good again until next year. Fucking hate mice. They're cute until they get into your food and piss me off. Keeps light off the bread as well. Light accelerates decay. Okay, talking about the bread box.
Yeah. I like having one around just in case, because you never know. It's easy anybody can end up with a mouse in the house. That rhymed.
You did.
And if you live in a economically challenged area, you might end up with some rats.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Like that. So yeah, just get a bread box. They're like $10. You get a good one that'll last you forever.
Thank you, James Colley. What is this organization skills you speak of?
It's a rare concept. I'm not very good at it sometimes, but it's just this thing that lets you jam shit away out of sight so people think that you're organized.
Fair enough. I don't organize very well. I need to. I could probably do a lot more with food if I organize this room, but that takes the energy to do it, and I don't have a lot of that. What? Blondie says, I used to trick dumb people into stopping talking about high conflict subjects at parties by announcing loudly that you can't freeze bread, then just argue the wrong point until everyone forgets. Do what you got to do, right? I'd be like, yes, you can, and get back to my argument. I'm not easily distracted, but that's people are watching this show, so they know that's not true.
I am going to, next time I get in an argument, be like, no, climate change isn't real because you can't freeze bread. There's my
Oh God, guys. I'm winding down. Monkey, stupidly, I fell asleep listening to Monkey in the morning, nighttime here, and I feckin' dreamed of you coming into my recording studio to do a stream. I have a vivid image of you that I don't think exists. I'm always curious about what people think I look like. Real quick, thank you, James Colley. Oh, women's work. Got you. Hashtag amend the 19th. It was amazing to me how pissed off SDA was actually upset when she saw my picture. Not because I'm ugly or anything, but because she insisted that I must have really dark hair.
Pat's going to work. Have a good one, Pat. Happy birthday.
Have a good day, man, and happy birthday, my friend. Yeah, she was very upset. I've told people before I have blonde hair, and she's like, no, that's not right. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, Monkey has a porn star stash. No, I don't. I have like remember the 5 o'clock shadow from that got so famous during Miami Vice? I have more like a 11 p.m. I forgot to shave that day shadow. I think Monkey looks like the head of Crunchyroll. Eat me, Bert. No, I'm just a beautiful man. Irate Bear thinks I look like Luke Skywalker, which I can kind of see it, but not very much.
Like old man Luke or old crazy bitter hermit Luke?
No. Well, yes and no. Kind of like if you probably saw him during the off years between, like midway between Return of the Jedi and when you finally see him again.
The cocaine years.
Yeah, the cocaine years. If I let my beard and mustache grow out, I kind of look like him in that one. You're Italian, so you look very Roman. No. I'm Irish and American Indian. I'm 3/4 Irish and 1/4 American Indian. You can't tell the American Indian at all, except for maybe in the cheeks. I did get the high cheekbones.
When you drive by like the trash dump, you start crying for no reason.
I do, man, all the time. I'm seeing Dennis the Menace. Wow. I was thinking more like Obi-Wan Kenobi. If you're talking about old Ben, no, he looks much more distinguished than I do. I'm disheveled. Is that a good word? Disheveled?
I don't know if you want to describe yourself like that, but
it's true though. I mean, I don't really give that much of a fuck. I brush my hair as best I can. Like, that'll do for today.
If you're not leaving the house, what's the matter?
No, even if I'm leaving the house, I mean, my boss at Walmart used to get mad at me. You need a haircut. I'm like, if you hadn't said that, I probably would have got one. There were many times I'd go like months without getting my haircut just to piss him off. And he never put 2 and 2 together. When he finally would stop saying something, I'd get it cut. But otherwise, yeah, every time you say it, I'm going to let it grow longer, you dick. Who are you to tell me how my hair should look?
He's your boss.
Yeah, but there's not a hair requirement. As long as your hair is clean and brushed, they can't tell you what to do with your hair at Walmart.
Oh, well, that's pretty cool.
Did you say giggity? I don't believe so.
Becca asked if you had cheekbones like Warren.
No, mine are actual Native American ones. Thank you very much. I just shaved my hair. Felt good to look like a guy. I do actually like my hair when it's trimmed. It's how I look the best. But the top of it is just kind of, there's points that stick up here and there. And my mom actually probably is the reason I don't give that much of a fuck, because she used to be like a hair Nazi. My hair has natural curls in it. That's why it goes, I'm fabulous. And mom hated me having curly hair. She didn't think boys should have curly hair. She said that many times, which is weird. It's like, Mom, it's just how your hair is born.
It's odd to be insistent about it. Yes.
Right. I think part of it was also she had very straight hair and always wanted curly hair. And somehow they got taken out on me. She wasn't mean about it, but she did insist that my hair be like flat and straight. And I always hated it. And so, yeah, as I've gotten older, like, I don't give a fuck. Warren was trying to play the Native American card, so anyone asking her how would be called racist.
How are you pay for that? That's racist.
That's actually a pretty good joke. But with that, guys, we are at the 2-hour mark, and my shoulder hurts like fuck. I'm tired, and we're talking about hair, so we're going to wrap this one up. Chat, guys, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us. Thank you for the donations. I can't tell you how much I appreciate them. You guys You guys are amazing. I appreciate you making your money my money. It's very, very kind of you. Polly, anything you want to shield tonight?
Just as usual, my channel where we have a new and improved OBS. Well, it's okay. Damn it, Stargazer beat me to it. Thank you, Stargazer. Just as I was typing, there it is. Yes, there's a link to my channel where every Wednesday we do comic book curation, and now with improved OBS graphics. Woo!
Did you use your background? I didn't get to watch this week's. Did you use your new background that you made?
No, not that one.
Oh, okay.
That is anything that has any moving background is not in the dice until I get a better computer. It's just too hard on the CPU I have on in this laptop. It maxes out the CPU, runs it at 99%, and it starts buffering then as soon as that happens, right? So if it's a static image, that is so much easier on the computer and provides me a little bit of a margin when the computer use spikes when I'm like opening a new page or whatever.
Fair enough. Jack, anything you want to pimp out tonight?
There's my channel link. I want to thank James for the donation, and you guys are awesome. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Monkey here.
I appreciate that. And tonight is Friday, but unlike usual, we will be on Satsu's channel tonight. There was a little bit of a change up. He couldn't make it last night, so Scribe hosted, and so it'll be on Satsu's channel tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern for Lords of the Night. Then we will be on 2 Cents Plus for some No Man's Sky. So make sure you come check that out. It's we've been having a lot of fun, and Satsu is going to get some stuff he'll be like, this is so cool. So make sure you come watch. Chat, thank you guys for joining us. Jack, Polly, pleasure as always, gentlemen. Everybody, have a wonderful Friday. We'll see you next time.
Have a good night, everyone.
The spot in my head is hurting.